Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Reject Films. Doing a TV show tag here. The TV shows that changed your life tag. I was tagged by Roger over at Channel Donstar, and bringing Kaius in on this one. Yeah, so thanks, Roger, for tagging us, and I'll do my best to answer these questions, as I don't really watch a whole lot of TV shows, and I don't own hardly any. I think maybe like 5 or 6 different shows that I actually own. So this one was kind of tough for me, say, as I don't watch a lot of different shows. But yeah. First question is, what show do I remember watching as a kid, or shows? For me, it was, growing up watching Saved by the Bell, Full House. I remember watching Inspector Gadget cartoon, stuff like that. Woody Woodpecker, all the stuff like that, Taz and everything. And then as a teenager, watching like Dawson's Creek and things of that nature. What did you watch when you were younger than you are now, Kaius?
Thomas the Train.
What is it?
Thomas the Train.
Thomas the Train. Anything else you watched when you were little?
I don't remember.
Or than you are? Alright, and moving on to question number 2. Just trying to run through these kind of quick, but what TV show do I love the most and can't get enough of? That is Game of Thrones. It's me and my wife's favorite show right now, and really excited for the new season coming up here in April. What's your favorite TV show?
Amazing World of Gumball.
Any others? No? That's your favorite show?
Yeah, and Mr. Young. It's on Netflix.
Alrighty. I just went with the shows that's still on and still making seasons of. I don't know if yours is. But, question number 3. What is the weirdest TV show I ever watched? I really don't have an answer for that. I couldn't really think of anything. And the only thing that kind of came to mind was the old soap opera Passions. It was, I don't know if it was weird, but it was really bad, but for some reason I watched it. I have no idea why. One of those so bad it was good type shows. And so that's the only thing that came to mind. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of weird, I guess, but you watch any weird shows? No? Like I said, that one was pretty tough. But number 4, what show did I want to hate but ended up loving? The only thing I could think of for that was Stranger Things. I thought it was going to be just terrible and not worth watching or anything, but it ended up being a great show, and can't wait to see more of that. Is there any shows you don't want to like that you liked?
Uncle Grandpa.
Uncle Grandpa? Any others? No? Alrighty. Number 5, what movie would I like to see as a TV show? You want to go first on that one?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is that the only one? Which they might, after, the movies are over, they might turn it into a TV show. Who knows? For me, I would like to see a really well done Nightmare on Elm Street show. I mean, of course I gotta stick with the horror theme, but something on like AMC or one of your pay channels or something would be great. Done right and dark and everything, and still have the comedic moments that Freddy had in the movies and stuff, and being able to show the blood and everything like that, and all the inappropriate things that fall with that kind of show. The other thing I would like to see would be, of course, my favorite movie, Devil's Rejects. Same thing with that, well done, cable pay type show. showing like their backstories and stuff would be really cool, like where they came from and how they ended up becoming who they were in the movie and everything would be really cool. And yeah, that's my answer for that one. Moving on to question number 6. Favorite horror TV show? For me, it's definitely hands down Tales from the Crypt is probably the most iconic horror TV show ever, and just love that show. That's another one too I remember watching growing up and everything. I got a few seasons of it on DVD, but that's another one that needs a Blu-ray release for that show. But and then American Horror Story. It's kind of hit and miss with the different seasons on that, but I really love the first one, the Murder House season, and I really liked Asylum as well. A lot of people don't, but I thought it was pretty cool, and I like what we've watched, like half, maybe a little more of Hotel, and I really like that one a lot too. Didn't care for Freak Show at all. I thought that was really boring, and the Covenant one I haven't watched yet, but I think that's all of them, right? And then the new one that's on, I haven't watched any of that. What's your favorite scary TV show?
Paranormal Lockdown.
Is that like Ghost Hunters? You watch Ghost Hunters too?
Yeah, and Ghost Adventures.
So you like all the ghost shows? Okay. And you watch those with Mom, don't you? Alright, moving on to what TV shows would I like to see brought back, remade, whatever. I was going to say Tales from the Crypt, but it's already being brought back by M. Night Shyamalan, which doesn't have the same person doing the Crypt Keeper. John Cassier's not in it, but we'll see how that turns out. I would like to see the Masters of Horror series come back. That was on, was it Showtime or something? That was a really great series. I mean, there was a few in there that weren't really good, but for the most part, I really enjoyed that series of short films or whatever. I know it's not really a TV show necessarily, but and then bring back MacGyver, man. I loved MacGyver. That's another one, like, childhood favorite. I know there's a lot of shows out there nowadays that people do stuff like he did, but yeah, I just really enjoyed that show. I'd like to see it come back and be well done. You don't have anything for that one? You got SpongeBob there.
But that's for...
Oh, okay. Moving on to number 8. What TV show do I wish had one more season? Go ahead.
SpongeBob.
Nothing. I think I wrote this one down wrong. I was thinking it was TV shows that only had one season. Not really sure. I'd like to see at least one more season of a Chappelle Show. It only had 2 seasons, right? I do believe, and it was just hysterically funny. I loved it. I'd like to see Dave Chappelle bring that show back, and at least get one more season of that would be great. And what's number 9, Kaius?
What Hollywood actor would I like to see have his/her own show?
What Hollywood actor should have their own show? Would I like to see have their own show? Go ahead.
Adam Sandler.
Why is that?
Because I like his movies.
Okay. For me, I would love to see Scarlett Johansson have her own show, just because I would love to be able to see her every week on TV. Would be great, as would a lot of people, I'm sure. Just absolutely beautiful and very talented, and I'm sure she would do great in a TV show. And I would like to see Johnny Depp have his own show. Just the possibilities are kind of endless with having him have his own show. I think he's played so many different characters, probably the person that's played the most characters in film, and you know, just a bunch of different looks and everything, and again, very talented as well. So I think there's just so many different kinds of shows that he would be able to have. So, you got anybody else? No? And number 10. It's going to be a short video. Which TV character do I feel should have lived or died in a TV show? I would have liked to see Del from The Walking Dead live. I don't think he should have been killed off in that show, at least that early in the show. I really liked his character. He always had good advice and everything like that, and he was just really likable, and I don't feel he deserved, you know, to die. And then going back to Game of Thrones, Ned Stark, you know, died pretty quickly on that show, pretty early on, and I really loved that character and the actor and everything. Was it Sean Bean, I think, was the actor, or Michael? I can't remember the actor's name off the top of my head, but yeah, really, really well done acting, and I just think he should have lived on at least a little bit longer in the show. There's definitely other people in that show that you know, outlived their welcome. But what'd you have for that one, Kaius?
Glenn from The Walking Dead.
Glenn from Walking Dead. Did you like Glenn?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn was a good guy, wasn't he? Yeah, that was pretty sad. And Kaius does watch Walking Dead, or at least, you know, used to or whatever. But we kind of shun him away from the more violent scenes. But, you know, especially like the Negan scene where, you know, that happens. But he knows that he did, you know, die in the show. So, yeah, that's it for our tag, guys, for the TV shows. Sorry it's kind of short and everything like that. Like I say, I don't watch a lot of different shows, you know, mainly just Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. I mean, I watched Breaking Bad, loved it, and my wife watches True Blood. I mean, we've started a lot of shows, but we just haven't finished. So that's what made it even harder. Like, we've started True Detective, we've started Empire, we still gotta get caught up on that. Just a lot of shows that we've started watching and haven't finished, and that's why I didn't incorporate those shows into these questions, because I haven't finished the series or haven't been caught up on the show. So I didn't want to involve those with any of these answers. So thanks again, Roger, for tagging us, man. And I'll go ahead and tag just a couple people real quick. I will tag Matt, the Horodonis. Like to see what TV shows that you watch. I know you watch a lot of movies and read a lot of books, but I don't really know anything about the TV shows. So you're tagged, and I will go ahead and tag Opie0909. Let me know what TV shows you know, you grew up watching and all that kind of stuff, and all these questions. I'll leave these questions in my description as well, and I will go ahead and tag Andrew Schroyer. Again, I mean, we mainly do a lot of movie related stuff and not TV shows, so be interesting to hear your thoughts as well on these questions. And like I say, I'll leave all their links down below, and they're all great YouTubers as well, and definitely check them out. And yeah, look forward to seeing your guys' answers. I know I'm forgetting like a lot of people. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head real quick. And anything you want to say, Kaius? No. No? Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.